T-charts are a super helpful tool, and I'm going to show you how I can use it. I'll give you 2 examples that will be very beneficial to you. Welcome back to Efficiency and Organization, the YouTube channel. Now, here's what I want to tell you about T-charts. What the best benefit of them is bringing things from inside your mind into the physical world when you are having a hard time making a decision on something. It could be a decision on, well, we're going to travel somewhere. Should we use a train to travel? Should we get an Uber ride? Should we get a rental car? What you could do is make a T-chart to put the benefits, like the pros, and the disadvantages, the cons. And it's a very simple tool to use. But basically, instead of just doing all that thinking in your mind and just keeping it there, because I think what happens a lot of times is we put too much emphasis, too much weight on one thing, instead of putting it in writing when we can physically see, then decide which ones on the list are priority and which ones are not, which ones have more value and which ones do not. You can even make a decision about whether you want to go back to school or not. Do you want to purchase a certain kind of a car? Like, do you want a Toyota or a Honda? You can make a T-chart for that. So there are so many uses for the simple decisions and for the big decisions. T-charts are awesome for people who are more like perfectionists. They have a hard time making decisions because they don't want to fail, because then they can look at the pros and the cons on paper in a physical realm and decide if they're going to do it or not. Are the pros outweighing the cons? So one of the ways I'm trying to use a T-chart right now, and I use a form that I've created, like a template, and you are more than welcome to download this or make one on your own. Just take any simple sheet of paper, put a line through it, put your title, what it is that you're trying to figure out, put the pros on one side and the cons on the other side, and then make a decision. So one of the ways I'm trying to make a decision right now is I have this financial goal. I have an account where it's like my emergency fund, and I want to deposit $500 into it. But if I do, then I have this other goal that says that I want to reduce my debt, my credit card debt. So see, I'm like kind of at this point right now where I'm like, what should I do? Should I, like in the next 3 months, should I pay off the $500 or should I put it in the savings that I want? It is a difficult decision because, I mean, how do you decide? So I'm making myself a T-chart, then I'm gonna see if I can make some kind of a compromise, if maybe I could do 300 there, 200 here, or maybe if I should put all 500 in one. So I'm just gonna do my T-chart and figure out what's best for me. But if you print, like if you just keep making T-charts, you'll get used to it. You'll get used to the process. And then commit though. Commit that as soon as you have it all written, you know the pros, you know the cons, that you are going to make a final decision and that you're not going to procrastinate any longer. So it's a perfect tool to use for people who are just having a hard time coming up with decisions to move forward in their lives. That is all I have to share for this video. Be sure to subscribe and I will catch you in the next one.